Hello and welcome to another pen video from me, Penultimate Dave. So I have here another pen for review, and yes, this is another Leonardo Officina Italiana pen. It comes in this Leonardo box, and this is a Momento Zero. So let's unbox this pen. And this is a very special pen for a number of reasons, and I will show you why. Now, if I just put the box lid back on, you'll be able to see here. This is the Leonardo Officina Italiana Momento Zero, and this is the Blue Abyss material. And just look at that material. So this is a very limited edition, and you'll see here it is a limited edition of 100 pieces, and this is number 84. So this is a really lovely material, and I have this on loan from John at St John's Pens. This is a beautiful celluloid, and it's a celluloid that I really do like a lot. Now, this is a standard Momento Zero size, so the cap tapers down to effectively what is the pointed cap finial, the same at the blind cap here, or piston knob. It has a standard roller, Italian roller clip. The pen cap tapers up to these dual center bands on the cap, and then there is a third band here. Now if you unscrew this, you'll realize it's not part of the cap, it's actually part of the body. The body then tapers down and you reach another metal ring here. Now this is a piston, this is not a blind cap. So this is a celluloid version of the pen, so this is typically a lot more expensive than the standard Momento Zeros. Now if I unscrew the cap, you'll see here that it has a lovely 14 karat gold medium Leonardo nib, and it has an ebonite feed on it as well. So this is not only a 14 karat gold nib, it is a celluloid material, and it is a piston and not a cartridge converter. So these typically do run for around 3 times the price of a regular Momento Zero, but these are very nice pens, and this is a limited edition. It's not just a numbered edition pen. Now, can you post the cap? Yes, you can, like most Momento Zeros, and it will post quite nicely. And to be honest, the cap is not back weighted in any way, so it is a pen where I would actually feel more relaxed actually posting the cap than I normally would do, because normally I don't post my caps, but for this one, this is a really, really nice pen. So it is a piston filler, it is a gold nib, and it is a celluloid. So you are paying a lot more for this price, but this material really is quite stunning. I've seen this Blue Abyss in a number of different pens, and just look at how that material shines. So this is quite dark in a number of places, but then comes to life. And the same with the body as well. This, if I just rotate that, you'll see there's some dark areas, but then it just comes to life. So you can see why this pen was called the Blue Abyss, because it really is like the Blue Abyss. But for me, this is a really nice pen from Leonardo Officina Italiana, and it is a pen that I do like a lot, but it's probably not a pen that I will add to my collection. I tend to like the Momento Zero Grandes more. I just find that the size is a little bit better. I do have some standard Momento Zero sizes, and I have a Positano Blue, I have the Hawaii, and then I have the celluloid version of the Mediterraneo, which also is a really, really nice pen. But I am starting to prefer the Grande sizes a little bit more. So there you have it, that's the pen there. I think let's do a size check, a weight check, we'll do a pen comparison, and then we'll do a writing sample. So the length of the pen, we are looking at around about 140 millimeters in length. The length of the cap, we're looking at 62 millimeters in length. And then we'll do a check on the length of the body. We are looking at 128 millimeters in length. So as you can see there, that is quite a nice size in my hand. For me, it really is a good size. If you really want to post it, it does post quite deeply, but I don't usually post my caps, but for this it actually does feel as though I probably would. It just feels more natural to me to be able to post this pen. So I think let's do a weight check now. So the full weight of the pen is just under 26 grams. The weight of the cap is just under 9 grams. And then the weight of the body, bearing in mind it's a gold nib and it's a piston filling pen as well and a celluloid, it's just over 17 grams, which is actually a very, very good weight. And celluloid typically is lighter than resin, although probably not by much in this sense. So I think let's do a comparison with other pens. So from left to right, we have a Pelikan M600 Turquoise White, a Pelikan M800 Grand Place, a Visconti Kaleido Voyager in the Yellow Dawn, a Pilot Vanishing Point in the black and gold trim, a Leonardo Officina Italiana Momento Zero in the Hawaii, a Leonardo Officina Italiana Momento Zero in the Blue Abyss, the Scribo 3 in the Bologna Blue. We have a Classic Pens LM1 in the Flame Red. We have a Visconti Brunelleschi, and then we have a Pinida La Grande Bellezza in the Rhodolite. So let's do a writing sample. So this is the Leonardo Momento Zero, and it's the Blue Abyss, and it is a medium 14 karat gold nib, which writes, I'd say, almost like a broad nib. It, as you can see here, it really writes broad and not like a medium, but that's how I like my nibs. So the ink in here is Blackstone Barrier Reef. Now, I mentioned that this is a medium nib, but this does write more like a broad to me. Now, I can apply a bit more pressure and get a little bit more line variation. It is a 14 karat gold nib, but it already writes very much like a broad nib to me, so I don't think you're really seeing much of a line variation on this 14 karat gold nib, but it writes exquisitely well. It's very smooth, no hard starts, no skipping. In terms of wetness, let's have a look. This looks like it's very, very wet. So let's have a look at the vertical pass. Yeah, that is a very, very wet nib. And as you know, I like my wet nibs. So for me, this is actually really quite nice. I really do love how this nib writes. I love the pen as well. I love that celluloid material. I love that it's a piston filling pen, and I love it's got a 14 karat gold nib. Now, are these cheap? No, they are 2 to 3 times the price of a regular Momento Zero, but you're getting a gold nib with it, you're getting a celluloid, and I think it's actually worth that, to be quite honest. Now, I'd like to thank John at stjohnspens.com for loaning me this pen for review. If you haven't checked out John already, check him out at either St John's Pens on Instagram or stjohnspens.com. John will be going to all of the UK pen shows in the 2020 calendar, and he will also be going to many of the European pen shows in 2020. So if you want to check him out at a pen show, please do get along to any of the UK pen shows or most of the European pen shows. If you don't have an opportunity to go to a pen show, then do check him out either on Instagram at St John's Pens or on his website at stjohnspens.com, where he sells these pens. So thanks go out to John for loaning me this pen for review. This is my Leonardo Momento Zero in the Blue Abyss with a medium 14 karat gold nib review. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next pen video. Bye bye.